I am the backest backer to ever backed. Game will plays New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Today, I'm doing more water stuff. By this point, I have already decided to upload this stuff daily, much like I did with my Blood playthrough. The only reason is that after other events, I hadn't been caught up, but I'm decided we're just gonna I'll just do this one daily for now. And this only if I have it already set up, because Mario is very easy to make recording of. I'm not gonna try to do it in middle playing, otherwise you could end up with something incomplete and you'll be waiting on and be like, where is it? But it's like, no, I got this. Bling. It's not even like I care too much about the attention. It's just I need the stuff on YouTube. I need it.
Where are we going today? Treebeard, we're going underwater. Yes, heavens to Murgatroyd, there's fish underwater. Oh my.
Kinda odd it took us this long to get to a straight up underwater level, despite all the water levels that are already watery. Oh boy, I'm not screwing around with those bloopers. They're especially annoying in this game. That's why I'm killing them the moment I see their little tops of their heads. Look like little arrowhead guys. And that one had babies. So the babies are like a parody of lemmings, in which they'll just go wherever their mother goes, even if it's to their death. Unless they share a nervous system. That would be an interesting quirk. Just like wireless nervous pain sharing. I'm sure that's an ability someone has. Like, I feel your pain! Ah!
The babies, they all feel the mother's pain simultaneously.
And that's why they call it the blooper, because that's supposed to be funny? I remember in Mario Party 3 they call it the blooper scene. I'm just like, no, that's blooper. So, maybe there's just a distinction about what they're supposed to be called. But then again, that could just be localization being hilarious. Like, look at what we localized Yoshi's Island in Mario RPG, for instance. We call it Yoshter Isle, because it's Yoshita, not knowing that's just supposed to be Yoshi's Island. Not to mention all the different names for Forest of Illusion / Lost Woods and all that stuff, and Forever Forest. Those are all the same. Why do we do things like that? We know they're the same, we know they mean the same, but we must assign them different words when they're not even totally synonyms. I don't know, it's not like they can cross-reference everything and make it an exact one-to-one translation.
With the power of the star, I shall swim at the speed of light. Or the speed of a plumber that moves very fast. The coins show the way to victory.
Here's something you're gonna want to do. We got 2 blocks here in case you go in here small, so that you have room to make a penguin. What we're gonna do is freeze this guy, get up there, bam, that's your coin. Unless you somehow brought a propeller Mario underwater, which, by the way, I just realized during this whole playthrough, I don't think I've had propeller Mario underwater whatsoever. So, missed content there.
Bum bum. Penguin swimming's for real, guys. Real penguin swimming. He's tired of the cold and wants the warm tropic islands.
Well, it's not the first time Nintendo has put penguins in tropical island places for some reason. I'm more confused about people putting penguins in the Christmas decorations. I'm like, wrong pole, dude! Oh well. Maybe they'll have polar bears also. Things that are not in the native environment being memed as being the same place, like the Flintstones with humans and dinosaurs, totally exist at the same time, you guys. That's kind of a hidden coin, but the blooper tells the secret. The blooper tells the tale. Eastmost Blooper Peninsula is the secret. Pingu. That's right. Except, who is the Mario? The Mario is your god, and my god, this is the Mario. Get into the items. Get in that ghost house, but I'm being interrupted again by a freaking toad. I don't want to help you. You're quite annoying, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let's get off topic again. Let's talk about the difference between doing an LP for a game and just playing a game I don't want to do an LP for, because apparently that started to happen. Not just with games that I wouldn't otherwise make LPs, with games I would make LPs out of but decided not to, and I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Except, it's already fun to do Mario, so I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. Something about mixing business with pleasure, I guess? Except, that's just admitting that your job sucks. Or you don't want to make business pleasurable, or you don't want to make pleasure business. Well, it depends on what you want, I guess. You want to be paid for doing the things you want to do. But here I think it's just a psychological trick where it's just like, oh yeah, I could just do this at my own pace without having to perform. But the thing is, I do just fine anyway, most of the time. So I don't know why I do this to myself. Either way, this is just a reminder to just be cool, be productive, be one with the Game Wolf Plays channel. But yeah, after I do daily uploads, that's gonna be... I'll just upload in a chunk again. Because apparently when I did that with the Doom playthrough, well, I didn't want to spam, and so if you don't spam, people don't notice, but like, if I get stuff done faster, like, I'm gonna slow my production down? No. So I don't know how to reconcile with spamming and actually doing stuff. You know, no one says they're spamming when they give you a bunch of projects done, but you don't want it, like, cluttering your screen. Because... I think I know what the solution is. I know what the solution is. Now, YouTube has recently done this thing where it, like, reuses the thing for your description. I'm here to make another option for YouTube also, is to just... You know what you should do, YouTube? You should make it so that in my subscription list, I can X out the videos that I don't need to be reminded of. Right? Like, it'll start out with something with bar on my screen, but then again, maybe you don't want to give... Maybe you don't want to give the user responsibility of clearing out their spam like they do with their email. Oh shit, precedent! So, that's what I'm saying. Give the user an option to clear out stuff they don't actually want on their feed. Even if they want to know that the notification's subscriber, right? It needs to be sorted better. That's what I'm saying. This way you can get more videos. But I guess it also means, you know, you want quality over quantity. I get it. 7 lives. Almost had all of them. Could have happened. I thought it was 9 that was the max there anyway, so joke's on me. He can't count. He can't do mathematics. He is up shit creek with a paddle. So he's gonna get there eventually. You feeling lucky, Mario? You feeling lucky? No, I do not feel deluxe. Although, some may say I'm Game Wolf because I play video games. Well, the original term is not just a matter of gambling. The original term for gaming, well, for me, like, if I go by its definition, is to game the system. So if I were to have a superpower, I basically delete probability. You might think this wouldn't be useful, but trust me, as long as there's pure luck, it can be destroyed. Although then it's just a matter of, is there things that are truly pure luck? The answer is no, actually. Not even with definitely not with computers, because of the way they work with their zeros and their ones. A system of binary zeros and ones cannot possibly have true luck, but we can sure as hell fake it. So that's what we do. I know sure as hell the casinos do. We got to get to the invincibility is the best. Ice Mario, I can't freeze the ghosts, so these platforms that go down and up, I can't just tell you which ones do which, because there's no rhyme or reason to Ghost House. You should know this by now. But what if I told you that one of them had a coin in there, and there wasn't really anything obvious to tell me that, so I just had to remember doing it? What if I also told you that this is a ghost house? What if I told you that ghost houses keep having secret exits because, just to spite me? This is only the second ghost house, but man, Now I'm just mad that there's no ghost house in World 8 because that'd be cool. But I get it. It's a finality thing. We can have the silly mystery ghost house place being in our final serious World 8s. Or World 9 for that matter. I'm not getting squished, I promise. Alright.
Let's see.
These rats, you step on one and then they run away. It's kind of annoying a little bit. I'm not even... This is like a completely different mouse thing, because I thought it'd be like the Mad Mouse in Yoshi's Island, and it's not. So we just have these random rat critters in the Victorian era ghost house. I mean, sure, if that's your thing. But yeah, they're just in a group. Otherwise, they're about as easy to kill as a Goomba anyway. So I would not worry. So why not just have marching Goombas? The answer is because I don't see Goombas and Koopas in a ghost house. Which is why you modders gotta put them in there! Make them scared out of their minds. Out of this door. Out the top. Yeah. You can come out the bottom also. But then you won't get that nice nifty coin, won't you? Or whatever I did. Oh yeah, deep dark forest in the fucking Christmas world. That's what happened there, right? I mean, not even Christmas world. This is a tropic world, so it's like sunny atmosphere. Then you go near the ghost house, and suddenly the atmosphere is like, nope, dark, depressing thunderstorm. You don't see it on the map, but there it is. It's a bad time.
It's about time that I show you the secret.
The secret is... I think the secret might be in the first room, actually. So not only does one of these things hide a coin, one of them hides a secret door, in which I'm going to get a third coin and do very secretive things. They say if you kill that which no longer lives, you can grasp its last breath of air for some life. Ghosts. Boo. Some of them are named they're all named Catherine because of a Nintendo office worker is just like, reminds me of my wife. It's like, yeah, better watch out. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's cute though. It's like, my ghost is my wife. My wife is a ghost. It's like, oh, nice. It's a bit shy, and then it's like, blah, blah, blah. Slightly moving coins. I think the start coin is also moving slightly, but it makes no difference.
Oh no. It's a poltergeist. Ah. There we go. Yahoo. Watch out for the big ghost.
The big ghost who doesn't want you to live. The big booze. Please give me your big booze. That's another book for Mario. I'ma play checkers. Let's play yacht. That's another book for Mario. Interplay presents. I voice acted for Mario for the rest of my life just to get upstaged by Chris Pratt. Yahoo! See, I wouldn't mind if it was just Chris Pratt just being portrayed as a real life like Mario, but to also just take his voice while actually having the Mario voice actor there. Like, that's a slap to the face, isn't it? But maybe Nintendo has their own reasons for that, due to, like, associations by memes or something. But whenever Nintendo tries to avoid the obvious thing that fans want, we tend to just, like, poke fun at them just because.
Here's a rare item. I'm sure it'll come in handy. It's so rare that I have them everywhere. Look at all my pockets. They're filled with stars. I'm totally holding out on you, brother.
Let's blow chunks. Super Mario Vomitorium. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. These are the lucky two clouds. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hold on a second. Okay, just a tad bit busy. Oof, there we go. Thank you, video player, for not totally goofing with me. Oh, I don't need hats. Hats are for chumps. I was like, uh-oh, Red Hat stopped being cool. Except his hat was cyan, so never mind. It's just weird because it's like, I know you're trying to make an alternate Fire Mario outfit. It's just like, just make it light blue and boom, Ice Mario. It's like, okay.
Oh, shit! Yoshi's never coming back.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, I got my cloud soggy. Oh, wait a minute. Don't clouds have something to do with water? So what happens when you put a cloud in the ocean?
Some kind of chemical reaction.
How dare you not be able to eat a spiny when it's frozen? I thought Yoshis liked their food, like, frozen, like ice cream. You know? What the hell's wrong with you?
At least they can eat the cream puff of the Lakitu.
Oh, excuse me. Jujem. That's the real name. I don't know how the hell we came with Lakitu. Lakitu is not Slackituing. But he's got all my back-toing. Yeah, it's interesting how there's a block that just summons a Lakitu cloud. Like, what? Most peculiar. You want me to make it one happen? Yeah, it's not enough that it makes the cloud. It's just like the actual enemies in there. So what does that tell you? Is that how Lakitus are born? They just wait for a loathsome plumber to hit the block of origin? These little Lakitu incubator blocks? I thought that was like a visual glitch, but no, it's just showing the pipe going down. Or maybe that's just me, and I don't have everything worked out perfectly the way I would like it, but hey, I do my best, damn it. I do my best. If there was any obvious glitches, programming or otherwise, I would just work with it and be like, yup, totally not the intention. I almost had an argument with it. It wasn't really an argument. I think it was just a hypothetical one, which was more like purism versus doing however you want with the game. I just came from a place of like intention and like what was the other place? Preservation. That's right. But if you can preserve your way of doing it, that's good too. Which I encourage, because if you don't, the newer ways of doing it compared to you, by then, will be forgotten, which is why I have a hell of a time running ROM hacks, but that's what we have versions of things for. So, here's some advice for you, mixed mods of stuff. Tell us what version of the thing you're using, okay? Tell us the exact tools you use so we know how to run it. Believe me. You don't want to just not be like, oh yeah, it totally works on my machine, then you run it on a new machine, it's like, uh-oh, wrong operating system. I don't mean like Linux, I just mean like just a later version of Windows even. Like seriously. We're having trouble, I think people are having trouble running Windows 7 stuff on Windows 11. Like that kind of stuff. It's just like, what's happening here? More confusingly, I think I have a beef of browsers that do not update or refuse to update because a system is outdated, and I'm just like, it's just a browser, guy. It's not the end-all be-all of the processor. At least it shouldn't be. I guess some people think the browser is their computer. No. Granted, I have my browser on a lot, but it doesn't do everything. Oh god, that's too many Lakitus, and they're all throwing coins at me! I'm gonna be rich! You're supposed to take just one Lakitu and get up there. I decided to just bankroll them and be like, I want 4 of you at once. Ha ha ha! That's definitely one for each player, though. So, purposeful, intentional palm trees growing from color bricks. Who needs soil? Not me. Yoshi. That Lakitu's low rider. All my Lakitu friends are low riders. How about yours? All my friends. Some of the low riders are my best friends. Wahoo! See you later, Yoshi. I'm ditching you again. Or maybe it's more of a case of no dogs in the house, so it's no Yoshis in the house. Or no, it's like a horse thing, so no horses in the house. I'm gonna go with that. There should be a Yoshi stable in the next Mario game, for whatever reason. Oh great, we lost another Toad in the exact same place I lost one before. So this is nothing. I guess I'll I guess I'll freeze things in the tropical place. Once again, we do this again. Today's topic brought to you by Cheese Graters Anonymous. We cheese greatly. Oh yeah, so not just Mario mods that I'll be doing. I'll even do fan games. Maybe. It really depends. There's enough testing behind it. Like, I have to actually, you know, play it all the way first before I decide that there's going to be an LP of it. Which does force it to take more time than it needs to, but I also need to be made aware of, like, what it means to beat your fan game, because some of these fan games are kind of like, well, I don't want to say they're weird, but they are obscure in how they do some of their stuff, sometimes. It depends. But I won't just play like, I won't play like Mario gets a glass of milk or something funny like that, because that's not really what I do. I remember that one person who sent me a message about a similar platformer game that they'd made, like probably something you put on itch.io, and after like witnessing it, I'm like, this is cool and all, but this isn't really what I do. Like, it doesn't fit my mesh or vibe or whatever. So I bet whoever that was really disappointed, and I'm sorry in advance, or like I'm already sorry. It's a sad because I didn't exactly want to turn it. Like, this is probably the nicest person in the world. I never got like, it's like, I don't even think it was about money. I think it's just like, hey, play my game. So it's the only time I've turned it down in that kind of way. Feels bad, man. Oh, then there was the one time someone asked me for a game I played because they couldn't find it. It was an old DOS game. You can't really find Pharaoh's Pursuit or whatever it was. There was like a, you know, there's like these 4 Pharaoh games for DOS, but then there was one that kind of bundled them all together in one pack as an exclusive release. It otherwise played the exact same. But apparently there's like not very many copies of that around. I think it was like Micro Star or something. Even though that's supposed to be in a pod. Maybe it was something Scott Boussard did or something. How is he doing now that the Duke Nukem stuff has been released? Or, you know, the prototype stuff? Because I know what happened. It's not even just to call him a bad guy. It's just, this was a time when games were evolving very, very fast. We've settled down in that area by now, especially with the environment and the economy as it is. But we were really just, like, innovating for a straight-up, like, 20, 30 years. In terms of video games. Maybe even a little more than that, but by now, by like the mid-2010s, like, I couldn't see how one would need any more effort in order to make a good game now. So people turn to indie games for stuff that they remember working, while also telling them new stuff. So that's kind of what happens. I love these skewer things. Prepare to be skewered! Making return from Mario World. It's the skewers! I don't know what else you'd call them, so I do call them skewers. This will turn you into a shish kebab. By the way, I've had a shish kebab. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of like, well, you just kind of have everything on it, which means it's nothing in particular. It's just the style of eating food, at least the way I've experienced it. Yeah, give me some Middle Eastern cuisine, man. Actually, you know what? I want some stuff from India. I want curry. I'm serious. Apparently it's really good, but my problem is I can't do stuff spicy. Anyway, the game. There's a game here! Can you get in between 2 skewers? How does one balance being hilarious, informative, and off-topic? Only on Game Wolf Plays, the not-so-quite vlog over the game. Although, if you think of the precursor of me doing stuff like that is director's commentaries, which, streaming services need to put their director commentary things in there. I kind of miss those. So, but if you ever seen, like, you know, an actor's commentary of a movie, they're not always on topic. They're just talking about shit. So that's kind of what it turns out I'm doing sometimes, because I've heard stuff like that. in that way. I don't even know what my style is. I don't try to think about it. Or rather, I do, but it's like a lot of little things put together to make one process. So maybe it feels cookie cutter, but that's how a lot of language is anyway. I didn't get the one up, so I'm ignoring you, Propeller. I don't need you. There's nothing vertical for me to traverse. Transverse? What's that? Transverse. It's a verb. It means something else, probably. No, but no, I meant traverse. As in Travis the Traverser. I'm sure there was a better way to actually make that happen. Not gonna bother with it too much. But imagine me, like, doing this playthrough 10 times just to get all those coins in one shot. No. No. You gotta pick and choose your Mario battles. Skewering can go as fast as it wants to. It really hurts. These skewers, ribbed for her pleasure. Ouch! Okay, here's the, I forget what we call these, but just the undead fish. Did I already mention how in Super Mario Maker that if you put dry bones in the water, it becomes a fish? And I'm just like, no, I want both dry bones and fish to exist separate from each other. You fools! Oh well. I don't think I'm gonna get over Mario Maker stuff, or do Mario Maker level sets, because I don't know how long Nintendo servers will last. I think they finally get rid of every possible way to connect to the Wii and maybe Wii U. So, you know, all the Mario Maker 1 content, boom, gone. You know? And that's not good. But I think someone suggested that it's like, can you play one of my Mario Maker packs? I'm like, I mean, okay. My advice to anyone whose Mario Maker content is not, like, stored on their Switch. Store it on your Switch, or, like, put it on your SD card. I'm serious. Don't just try to keep it on an online server. And when you can no longer do that, just either make a fan game or make a mod of an existing Mario game. You'll get a lot. I'm sure you'll get people that appreciate it, but more importantly, you'll get a game that you know is work and is probably going to stay. This just in. Zelda Classic might change its name to be something other than Zelda. I am appalled. These weird things and their weirdness. Reminds me of that open Jazz Jackrabbit clone that decided, we're not going to be Jazz Jackrabbit, we're going to play just like it. It's just like, okay, other guy. It's like off-brand cereal. Great value jazz. This is Wendy. We've met her already. But now with a twist. A magical twist. It's water. She's just gonna be flooded with a bunch of water. Now the thing is though, Wendy doesn't really swim. She just repeats her pattern, but it's slightly slower because she's underwater. I will try to jump on her after I'm no longer in the water, because I wasn't sure if I could jump her while in water, so yeah. Otherwise, it's the same fight. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. I did like some of the original bosses they had in the DS game, though. Except for, like, when you had to do them as mini Mario, because that was a pain, but still, it was cool. I also like that custom Lakitu is like Lackey Thunder or something. It's like a thunderstorm Lakitu that's like bad, like had like freaking sunglasses. Like, yeah, I'm a bad dude. Sunglasses that hide the eyes to the soul. When you've got triple ring and you go to the Olympics, Sonic and Mario. Oh yeah, I play the new Sonic and Mario. I think at Tokyo they didn't quite have it on the year it was planned to because things. It has a really interesting story mode, actually. It's still short, but I liked it for however long it lasted. But it was weird how they put, like, all these characters and try to evoke them in the story, including, like, just characters in Mario and in Sonic that don't really get that much use. So that kind of stuff happens. A little bit. Maybe. Did I tell you that the door sounds like Heretic/Hexen? Because it sounds like Heretic/Hexen. I bet I did. I bet I'm just repeating myself. I bet I have just a script that says, say this thing again. The audience will love it! We're not done yet. Because they forgot to take Bowser Jr. to the airship. Now we get to go. We have some time to get onto the airship while Junior's getting back on. Are you ready, kids? No, I'm not. I will just be the first one to say I love airship levels. Woo! Made a huge comeback in Mario Maker for sure. Always get yourself airship. Even better, the airship level's not scrolling, so I can take my time and enjoy the airship. Although I think there is at least one scrolling airship later. But surprise, should be another airship level in World 6 and World 8, in case you were wondering. Yeah, it becomes a force of habit where Junior's like, stop leaving me here! This is my houseboat!
Yeah, Mama Peach, I know you're not my mama.
The longest fire, ow.
Sadly, I cannot freeze these flame cannon things. Going back and forth. But okay, 1-up in a box.
It's 1-up in a box! Ask your doctor about 1-up in a box today! 5 doctors out of 3.14 agree that this is an improper infraction. Shit! We're gonna tap into a bit of that obsession and break all boxes. Obsession, compulsion, not quite in this order. This is just something for me to do. Much like shooting all the barrels in Doom, I break all the boxes because they have stuff in them. And they don't kill me when I hit them. And sometimes they have items in it. Or a 1-up. Yes, the screws in Mario 3 certainly gained some size. But I don't see how nuts and bolts can eat the Luigi's. In the ship, over the air. How does one breathe on this airship? There are many pipes in this place. That Krang has deemed this place that he calls this place. Yeah. 1-ups again. And we got the bombs. I bet if there's 10 bombs, the 10th enemy would be the bomb. Literally. Haha. Including the previous threat. Oh, get him a little bit of powwow. Yahoo! Ice it up, ice it in. Tell my father that he's frozen in the snow. Frozen. Today. Yep, because I can't butt stomp a box. That is not butt stompable. The unstoppable butt stompable box. We're gonna fight Bowser Jr. now. Yep, you can do that. You can just kind of just fly up, just like that. If you have a propeller, you don't need to worry about it. I don't know why they only give you 2, because what if there's 4 people? They're just going to be like, oh, okay, bye. So yeah, I'm just going to have to step on him 3 times. No problemos, my lamos. Gotta love the return of the clown car. One can say, why was there a clown car in the first place? But one could also say, I want to be the guy's insistence that it be shared with Eggman and Dr. Wily. So that's kind of funny. Oof. Do not hit him. There we go. What are we gonna do? Burn me alive? I don't think so. Even though Mario no longer has his hat, he has a terminal condition where he has a Tourette's thing where he has to do the cap animation even if it doesn't have a cap. He misses his hat dearly, but he realizes he no longer needs it, but sometimes he forgets. It's kind of funny because if you went by Mario 64 logic, you'd be like, oh no, I'm going to take more damage for being too awesome, and no, that doesn't happen. Welcome to World 5. You know the one. The jungle with the green ground and the purple lava juice made of grape soda with Iggy. That crazy bastard. What? And we got like big shell houses. And piranhas
piranha plants, or rather more importantly these vines, they're going to really screw with your day in terms of the overall map procedures. So see how I work with them soon in the next 2 videos of new superbly Mario-esque Bruthrin.